Hi everyone and welcome to Serenity Secrets. I hope you're well, okay? And today I'm going to show you a video of myself eating cheesecake, lemon cheesecake, actually taste testing this amazing looking lemon cheesecake that I have right in front of me. I'm going to show it to you in a while. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I had a lot of requests from people just sending in comments, asking me to just eat some cake in front of them. I'm just kidding, okay? Nobody did. But I just thought it would be fun, because most of the time when I do videos is of me making like a protein smoothie, or something that is like super healthy, and I just wanted to let you know that I have got a really sweet tooth and I do eat other stuff as well. So most of the time I try to eat a healthy diet, for most of the week, but from time to time, I do give in to my cravings. I'm only human, and I believe that life is meant to be experienced. And right now, I'm not competing for any particular bodybuilding shows and stuff like that. So once in a while, I do get a little bit crazy. And this is just a snapshot of it. Okay, but I may do more videos of myself eating other stuff in future, and then just share some wellness tips as we go along. I just thought it would be great to bond over food, right? Okay, so the video that I'll be doing, the cake that I'll be eating, okay, it's actually from a local bakery called Locaba Bakery, Locaba.sg, okay, and I was really just looking for new places, to try, especially because 2 weeks ago I actually had a cheesecake from another cafe in Singapore, which didn't taste that nice. So in my mind, I was just thinking about cheesecakes, for the last few days, and I just had to deal with that craving. So I was just online looking up stuff, and then I came across this bakery called Locaba.sg, okay, and what really caught my attention was how they actually really made cakes, with the healthy eater in mind. And all their cakes are actually low carb, contains no refined sugar, they are gluten free, they are keto, they are paleo as well, and they are diabetic friendly. Okay, I just had to shift my camera because the laptop is just behind me and I'm actually reading this right off the Locaba.sg website. Okay, I don't have a supersonic memory. And the good news is they actually do home deliveries as well. Okay, so for orders above $80, the delivery is free at the moment. Otherwise, you need to pay a delivery charge of $10, okay? So in case you're wondering whether or not I'm being sponsored by this bakery, I'm not, okay? I'm just finding it pretty interesting to do a review of this lemon cheesecake at this point in time, okay? And also, I think I just want to share the message of how we can still appreciate whatever we have in front of us, especially in this difficult state of affairs whatever that we're experiencing in the world right now. We live in a pretty interesting period of time, with all kinds of stuff going on. I don't have to get into those details, but I feel that all the more we should really appreciate life's simple pleasures, whether it's enjoying cake or just speaking to a friend or just reading a book or just rolling around in bed. I've always been a person who can just be satisfied with very simple things, and I think that's really a blessing, okay, which you can practice as well if you've not been able to already. Just take a walk in the park, just breathe, just be happy to be alive, but before I go on and on, with the cheesecake, I'm also having this delicious matcha smoothie which I made, and I'm proud to say it tastes pretty amazing. It tastes great, okay, not just because I made it. And what's even more interesting is, would you believe that this matcha smoothie over here that Serene Martin made has got close to 0 calories. If you would like to see the recipe of how I made this near 0 calorie matcha smoothie that tastes sweet, by the way, do drop me a comment, and I'll put up the recipe at some point for you to have fun with. And I think this is just one example of how life can really be balanced. You know, you can have a bit of everything. So without further ado, let me get into the cake. Let us get into the cake. Okay, so I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think the point in time where I really missed dessert a lot was last year when I was preparing for a bodybuilding competition, which I ended up winning. I won in my category at least, you know, for bikini newcomers, and I got second for the overall. It was such an amazing life-changing moment that got me really interested in bodybuilding. And my coach is Alex Betts, by the way. He's a fantastic coach, you know. And just to get things straight, he didn't ask me to do this video or to eat this cheesecake, okay? This is entirely my doing. Just me doing my own thing, okay? So Alex, if you're watching this, don't be mad. So this is how the cake looks. So like I was saying, I missed dessert, especially during my contest prep, because I was really following the meal plans that Alex planned for me, and didn't have cake or ice cream and stuff like that. And that's when I really saw my body transforming, you know. But I'm not doing any contest prep right now, so once in a while, like I said, I just like doing my own thing. So I'm going to start with the cake, and I'm not going to have the whole cake, okay? I'm not going to have the whole cake. I hope not, okay? And just to give you a rough estimate of the macros, all the information on the nutritional profile of their cakes is actually found online in the locaba.sg website, okay? So for this lemon cake, okay, it has a crisp cookie crust topped with heavenly fresh lemon curd. If you're into keto nutrition, this is for you. Like I said, I'm not exactly following a keto diet or whatever. I just happened to come across this and it caught my attention. Okay, and so this cake is low carb, no refined sugar, like I said, diabetic friendly as well, gluten free, as well as keto and paleo friendly. Okay, so to give you a rough estimate of the nutritional profile, it says over here that per 100 grams of this cake, it has got 13.8 grams of fat, just 7.5 grams of carbs, and 9.2 grams of protein. Okay, and yeah, that's what I see online. Okay, if you are wondering, all right. So I'm just gonna hopefully stop at a quarter. Okay, that's what I plan to do. That would be about 200 grams of this. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Excitement is an understatement. Okay, oh my god. First bite. Cheers. Okay, it's soft, moist. I'm glad I didn't put it in the freezer. I left it in the freezer for a few hours and then I took it out. Okay, if you can see. Okay, there's a cookie crust at the bottom. And this reminds me of childhood memories. Okay, I used to be a really chubby kid. Okay, because back then I had no proper idea of nutrition and stuff like that. So I would have chocolates practically every day. I had chocolates for lunch, and it was kind of funny, you know, now when I think back, because I used to wonder, the chocolate is so small and I'm getting so big, you know, so what's going on, you know? So anyway, let me just draw a line. Okay, so I'm just going to eat a photo of this. Okay, yeah. So that's what I used to wonder. And this tastes amazing. So I think okay, so about the taste, it's tangy, it's quite sweet as well, but not overpoweringly sweet. and it has got the lemon tart aftertaste, which I love as well. And it's satisfying. You know, I love it when every bite is satisfying. You know, sometimes when you eat something and you have to take like 4 or 5 bites before you decide whether it's nice or not, this one is not like that. It was really, really good even at the first bite. Okay. So, Locaba, you did well, and I'm definitely going to come back for more dessert. And I'm going to bring some friends along as well. Okay, I'm going to recommend you to some of my friends. Oh my god, my hair is so messy. So, let's talk a little bit more about I've received a lot of questions by people, or I've received some questions by people, and I think just observing the state of the world that we live in right now, many people are in panic mode. And I understand there are reasons why we should be concerned, of course. There are thousands and thousands of people dying. But at the same time, I really feel that this whole global thing that's going on with the virus is also really a lesson for us to dig deeper and to make us realize what about our lives we need to change, and also to accept certain things that perhaps we just can't change, and we just have to sort of wait to see what happens, and let nature take its course. And I feel that with this whole virus, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of panic going on. You can see it in people's behavior, you can see it in their faces, and I just want to say that all the more, we really need to dig deep and appreciate what we have, and also reevaluate our lives perhaps, because I think many people start to panic, okay, when they realize that they cannot live without certain things, and their whole identity is built around their careers, or perhaps even some of their relationships, or relationships in general, and now suddenly they're in a position where all these things are being threatened or taken away, and the mind just starts to panic. You just start freaking out about how's my life going to be, and I think something that has really helped me along the way in this life journey is just meditating upon the impermanence of everything, and practicing detachment, okay? And I think that is just part of life's reality we need to accept. Nobody planned for these things to happen, but as crippling as they may be, I think detachment is very important. And for me, I think particularly, I had a near-death experience back in 2015. Okay, I was married before, I'm no longer married. I've said that many times, although I still get asked. I don't know why. So, back in 2015, I was traveling with my then partner, and I almost drowned in a whitewater rafting accident, okay? We went whitewater rafting in Thailand, and what happened was I fell off the raft, and I got stuck under the raft, okay? And I was stuck there for a long while, and that moment came where it was practically my last breath, and I couldn't breathe. And my whole life flashed before me, it's like you think you're in the movies, or you're at the movies, but it's not. And surprisingly, I actually felt really calm, and I just had to completely surrender to the universe, and I just prayed out in my heart, and I just surrendered everything, and I just asked one question, from the bottom of my heart. I just asked, is my time up yet, And in that instance, when I actually said that prayer, the raft shifted and I surfaced and I could breathe again. And that memory, that very close brush with death, has stuck with me since then. to the point where I really live each day as if it is my last. I do everything that I want to do, you know, and I go to bed at night knowing that I'm living my life purpose. And life purpose to everyone is different, you know, and given the state of affairs in the world today, I feel that we still need to trust that we are put in challenges that would stretch us and make us grow, but we need to ask ourselves the right questions. And also at the end of the day, be a positive influence, be a positive force. Ask yourself, you know, what kind of messages are you spreading? Is it a message of fear, panic? Or is it a message of hope? Is it a message of strength? Is it something uplifting, you know, for people? You know, whether it's your loved ones, your immediate loved ones, or people around you, because everything is energy and you affect people's moods significantly, you know. So if you do not have something positive to say, and then I always say this to people, either say something positive and uplifting, otherwise don't say anything. And of course, if there's something critical that needs to be communicated, do communicate that message, you know. So coming back to this cake, it's just amazing. So if you have any ideas about what other stuff I can eat, or if you would like me to try other stuff and test other stuff, I live in Singapore, okay? So if you're a Singaporean or if you're based in Singapore and you've got other recommendations, you know, or if you would like me to try it or do a review of it, please feel free to share or reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to share that with everyone. And for people who are not living in Singapore, if you're overseas, find something to appreciate, especially now, you know. And I guarantee you, despite the state of the world right now, it is your decision to focus on things that make you feel rejuvenated, that gives you hope, you know. Because if you are in a state of despair 99% of the time, it's not going to change anything. So you might as well focus on the good, do good whenever you can, and keep your mind occupied positively. You know, if you live in a place where you can't get out, and then do something at home that is productive or constructive or meaningful. Otherwise, just enjoy rolling around in bed. You know, what's wrong with that? I think we live in a world where productivity is just associated, the whole idea of productivity, you know, people just associate it with being busy, you know. So they're just busy and busy and busy by default. But being busy with what? You know, are you actually enjoying what you do? And if you're in a state right now where you can't do what you used to do, find something different to enjoy, and there is always something to enjoy. Okay, there is always something to enjoy. Maybe you'll discover a new skill. Maybe you can start writing a book or something. So back in 2015, I actually took a year off, and I was traveling a lot, and I had a lot more free time. And I actually published a couple of books which are available on Amazon. They're actually just short poems, inspirational poems. Most of them, or all of them, are actually guided intuitively. And I would just like to say, if you would like to have a copy of those books in PDF format, I'll be more than happy to send them to you free of charge. So if you're really bored, and if you have no idea what to do with your time, just reach out to me, and hopefully the poems will inspire you in some way. They're just short poems, okay? One of the books is called The Butterfly That Returned, which was actually inspired by a real butterfly that kept following me around in Thailand, you know, and I just found it to be, I don't know, I just felt it was speaking to me, as crazy as it sounds. And it just inspired me to write this book on inspiration, you know, and trusting your heart. And that is also the reason why I got a butterfly tattooed on my arm, if you were wondering. Okay, so nothing in my life I've done randomly. Okay, everything, there's a meaning attached to everything. Okay, and I think that's just not a way to live. So, really enjoying the cake. Really enjoying the cake. Oh my gosh. If there's anything wellness related that you would like me to share, wellness related, please feel free to drop me a comment. And just to clarify, I'm actually a wellness coach. I coach people one-to-one online, okay, via audio calls, and many of them are actually, they are from all over the world, okay. You can go to serenitysecrets.com, and I'm not a fitness coach, I'm more of a wellness coach, okay. And I also teach yoga in Singapore, and I've been teaching communication skills and English language and other stuff, for many years. My yoga website is yogawithserene.com. So anyway, that's just in case you were wondering what I do, because I did receive quite a few messages from people asking me if I'm a personal trainer. I'm not a personal trainer at this point. I may become one in the future, I don't know. Okay, but if you're looking for a good personal trainer in Singapore, Alex Pets. Okay, that's who I'd recommend. And of course, I'd also recommend this cake from Locaba.sg. I've not just let myself go with dessert in a very long time. No, actually that's a lie. I had it 2 weeks ago, but like I said, it wasn't that fantastic. What's your favorite dessert? Oh my gosh, it just looks so amazing. Okay. And I actually sort of ruined the box. It's a kind of dented, because I was really in a mad rush yesterday when I got home. And I just put the box in the refrigerator, and then I put a bag of mushrooms on it, which dented the box, but thank goodness the cake is still aesthetically very appealing. I think that's all for me today. I'm going to continue enjoying my lemon cheesecake from locaba.sg. Do check them out. And please find something to enjoy wherever you're at, okay? Something to appreciate, even if it's just another breath alive. That's a big thing, okay? And trust that you will get through this. And if the fear of death or loss comes upon you, really just reflect on the fact that we're all going to die from something, as morbid as it sounds. So while we're alive, make it count, So after this, I'm probably going to do a dance, a random dance. I may video it. I dance a lot, actually, at home. I used to dance a lot in clubs and stuff for fun. I used to club a lot, but that was a different Serene 5 years ago. And I actually met my ex-husband on the dance floor. Okay, so that's another Serenity secret. But over the years, I became a little bit less interested in that, although I may still club from time to time, but right now I just feel like you don't need a club to be happy. You don't need anything to be happy. And I think, as revolutionary as that sounds, if you can be at peace with yourself when everything external is taken away from you, then, my friends, you have really, really succeeded. I think life is meant to be experienced. Everything that we have here is meant to be experienced, but the bottom line is we came to this earth with nothing, and we're going to leave with nothing. So at this point especially, if you've got panic attacks, or if you're constantly afraid of losing stuff, really tell yourself this: if you can be happy with simple pleasures and be happy even without anything, as difficult as it may seem, then you have really succeeded. That's just my take on it, okay? Yeah. But enjoy what you have as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm enjoying the cake. So enjoy the rest of your day and week, and do keep in touch if there's anything that you would like me to talk about wellness related that could inspire you to live more meaningfully and hopefully be more at peace with yourself or with circumstances. Please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll try to talk about that in my future videos. Have a wonderful day and week, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, and if you did find this video enjoyable, or if you did find it meaningful, please do like and subscribe to my channel so that I know that something is working with what I'm doing. I know that anyway, you know, but it's always interesting to see your response as well. So yeah, do like and subscribe if you would like me to create more of such videos, sharing wellness tips, most likely over food. Okay?